Hey guys, it is your girl Priscilla Nyabu and it's Mental Health Awareness Week. I just wanted to talk to you about the theme, which is be kind. I'm going to tell you a bit about my journey, how be kind has affected me or how being kind could have affected me in a positive way for my mental health. And I am going to tell you about some affirmations that I do like to use, some affirmations that some of my friends or ladies that inspire me use, as well as my journeys that do relate to the affirmation and being kind. So let's get into it. The first affirmation I want to tell you guys about is this too shall pass. And this relates to me growing up. So everyone says I'm very bubbly, very confident, but I just want to let you guys know that I haven't always been like that. It hasn't always been easy. And it is a journey that I've gone through to get to this stage today. As a little girl, obviously I'm dark skinned. I was very insecure about this. I did have low self-esteem because of this. But luckily, because I danced and I modelled, and that's the way I managed to channel my confidence. And that's pretty much what helped me become the Priscilla I am today. Growing up, I actually didn't realise I was dark skinned until someone pointed it out, and obviously the way in which they pointed it out, they teased me. So I was called Blicky, Blickachoo. I mean, they'll be like, turn the lights out and we can't see Priscilla, or all we can see is her teeth and her eyes, kind of thing. And although they were jokes for the kids, those words cut deep, and those words slowly chipped away at my self-confidence till it was very, very low. I went through this really low time where I kind of didn't like being myself. I wasn't comfortable being who I was. I didn't even want to enter a room. Like first impressions, scratch it. If I don't know you already, I kind of didn't want to know. I was always scared about the judgment that people would make, the comments that they will pass when they see me. Are they going to think I'm too dark? Are they going to think, I don't know, what are they going to say about me? It was always the words. It was always the words. So obviously over time, I managed to channel all my energy into my creativity, and that's what empowered me to become strong and start loving myself. That's why when I talk to people, I say find your purpose, because your purpose can really get you to a better place. Going back to the topic, be kind, the comments that people passed, the words that they spoke is what affected me, is what affected my mental, it's what made me not love myself. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I say being kind really means so much, and it takes nothing. It doesn't cost a thing. You could just do it. You can just think twice and be kind, and if you don't have nothing nice to say, pretty much don't say it at all. And the reason why I say this too shall pass, and I stand by that quote also, is because I once felt rubbish about myself, so rubbish about myself. But now I've gotten through it, and I've come to a place where I love myself, and people can see that energy in me. And then they too are now trying to go on their own journey to find the happiness, to find the love within themselves. So eventually, however you're feeling, it too will pass. The second quote or affirmation that I constantly remind myself on to like put myself back in a driver's seat is, when she realized who she was, the game changed. And everyone has down days, believe me, everyone has down days. But when I remind myself about that, I'm like, okay, girl, get your head in the game, get back to it, get back to work. And as long as I put in 100, I'm gonna receive 100 back. As long as I do everything with quality, I'm gonna reap the benefits that I've sown. I can be a bit of an overthinker sometimes, I really can, and I can be a bit emotional, a bit sensitive. So before I went into Love Island, they announced the full lineup. And of course, as we all do, I went to the comments. In the comments, I saw people saying, oh, Sophie's so slim, why can't they get regular size girls, so on and so forth. And I was like, I'm definitely skinnier than Sophie. So if they're saying about that, about her, what are they going to say about me? And then that just got my head frazzled. It got me to a point where I was even questioning, should I go on this show? How are people going to take me? And then obviously that took me back to my first appearance thing, judgment. What are people going to say about me? I literally had to take a moment, get myself together. And that's when that comment came in, like she realized who she was and the game changed. And I had to be like, hold on, like I actually have something to offer in this world. Like, I'm a boss lady, I'm on job, I can do this. And then I was like, do you know what, I'm gonna go on. Whether they like me, whether they hate me, I'm still gonna go on. In this situation, if people were being kind in the comments, I wouldn't have been so emotional. I wouldn't have had to check myself. That's why I always say, you never know who you're affecting. Like, it might not even be about the person, but someone might see it and then their head is fried, their head is frazzled, they're thinking 1001 things. And this relates to my tweet that I made about this whole black shaming thing. I'm just gonna pop the tweet up here. It could literally affect someone that's coming across what you said. You don't even have to say it to them directly, and it could affect them. I definitely do think that we all have our down days sometimes. That we can't control. But affirmation like she realized who she was and the game changed can definitely give you that extra oomph or that push to get you back up and get you out there and get your head in the right frame of mind. My final quote or affirmation is lead with love. I believe in law of attraction like 1000%. So I always try to put out good energy, positive energy. I always just try to give people love and nothing but kindness. And I feel after being my genuine self in Love Island, like most of the comments that I got, people were just like, yeah, you were true to yourself. From the people I know, you were true to yourself. So after I got out of Love Island, the reception I received was beautiful. Like, I can never thank people enough. The comments that I get, the DMs that I get are crazy. And it literally just overwhelms me sometimes. Sometimes I look at the messages and I'm like, my heart, like I can actually cry how beautiful it is, how people actually took their time out to write me such a heartfelt message. Me, like common me, Priscilla, really? And them, the beautiful messages, they give me that extra push. So this is where their act of kindness really just hits home and makes an impact. I mean, no one ever knows what kind of day you're having. So if someone come across and told you, just shared a few kind words with you, that could put you in a great mood. That could change your frame of mind. That could energize you for that day, for that moment, even if it's just for that second. It really can make an impact. As I said, by your actions, you never know who you're affecting. So those beautiful words could actually save someone. And I genuinely do feel like I went on this show for me, but it was nice to see how many people I could actually positively impact. The show came to me, but I always feel like there's a reason for everything in life. Like, we don't always know the reason, but I feel like my reason for going on that show was to show people that there are positive black females in the world and they can exist in entertainment. Going there with the aim to say, I'm going to change people's views on black girls, or I'm going to be a role model for black girls. I went in there being me, giving up my same energy, but obviously the energy I put out, I managed to get back from all of my supporters, and I was so grateful. So being kind is always a blessing. Mental Health Awareness Week is practically up, but I just dropped a few of my gems in hopes that someone is able to take something from it and find a peace of mind, or maybe start their own journey. I've been your girl, Priscilla Nyabu. Mwah. Over and out.